Hello, are you ready for today's story? Well, last week I told you the very sad story about the day when Jesus died. Today's story starts with Jesus' friends being very sad, but the story has a happy ending. So let's open the book and find out what happens in A Happy Day. It was very early. The birds were still in bed, and the sun had yet to open its bright eye on the world. The sky was grey and grainy. The air was cold, and 3 women walked slowly toward the graveyard. Jesus was buried there, and the women were coming to visit his grave. They talked in sad whispers. They cried. They held each other's hands. Jesus had been dead for 3 days, and they missed him very much. Just as they reached the graveyard, however, some surprising things happened. The ground began to shake. The air began to tremble, and quick as lightning, an angel flashed down from heaven and rolled the stone away from Jesus' tomb. Everything went quiet. The ground stopped moving, but the women shook with fear. "Don't be afraid," the angel said. "Come and see, the tomb is empty. Jesus is alive." Arm in arm, the women crept past the angel and into the tomb. The sheets were still there, the sheets they had wrapped around his dead body, but Jesus himself was gone. "Where is he?" asked the women. "What have you done with him?" "I told you," smiled the angel. "He's not dead anymore. He's come back to life, and he wants you to tell all his friends." The women looked at each other. They didn't know whether to laugh or cry. They could hardly believe it. That is, until they hurried out of the tomb and ran straight into Jesus. "Oh, Jesus," they cried, "it's true, you are alive!" And they fell at his feet amazed. "There's no need to be afraid any more," he said. "God has made everything all right. But I have a job for you. I want you to tell the rest of my friends that I am alive. Tell them I will meet them on the seashore in Galilee, where all our adventures started." The women waved goodbye and hurried off to Jerusalem. The birds were singing now. The sun's bright eye was wide open, and they had the most amazing story to tell. For Christians, this is the most important story of all, because it tells how Jesus won the battle against everything that is bad, and he proved his power by coming back to life. Christians celebrate this story every year on Easter Sunday. Now, just close your eyes for a moment and think about the part of the story where the women saw Jesus alive again. Imagine how wonderful that must have been. Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, thank you for this story that tells us the wonderful news that Jesus is alive. Thank you that you love us all so much that you planned a way that Jesus could be our friend for always. Amen. I love that story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So, till next time, bye.